Hello beautiful people, my name is Chinaza Victory and you're welcome back to Nazzy Styles YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, you're highly welcome, and to my returning subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for always coming back. In this video, you're going to learn how to cut and sew this beautiful luxury Bubu Kaftan with a Mikado and Sequin fabric. Please make sure you watch this video to the end and don't skip any parts. Let's move straight into the video. These are the fabrics I'll be making use of. Here I have this Mikado fabric and it's about 3.5 yards, and I have this velvet sequin fabric and it's just half yard of it. So here is the 3.5 yards of the Mikado fabric folded into 4 places, because I'll be cutting both the front and the back together. This part I'm touching is the open part of the fabric, okay, and here is the folded part, which is the center front and the center back. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is to come down from the top of this fabric. I'm going to be coming down by 0.5 inch. I'll go ahead and mark that and then use my straight ruler to connect all the marks, and that line is going to be my starting point, which is also the border line where my vertical measurements will be starting from. I'll proceed to mark the neck width, and I'll be making use of 3.75 for the neck width. Then for the front neck depth, I'll be making use of the same figure, which is 3.75 by 3.75. I'm going to be connecting all the marks, then I'll use my free hand to curve the neckline. For the back neck depth, I'll be making use of 1.5 inches. I'll also connect the marks and curve it out using my free hand. Starting from the folded part of the fabric, I'm going to measure and mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2, and that will give me 8.5 inches. Now from that point where I marked the shoulder measurements, I'm going to be placing the sleeve length, how long you want the sleeve to be, and I'll be making use of 12.5 inches. I'll place the mark there, and at the point where I marked the sleeve length, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches. That will be for the shoulder slope. I'll be connecting this 1.5 inches back to the neck width. From this shoulder slope, I'm going to determine how wide I want the sleeve opening to be, and I'll be making use of 10.5 inches. So I'll proceed to mark my 10.5 inches starting from that shoulder slope. Then I'll rule a line across the marks. I'll check the measurement I have starting from the folded part of the fabric to the point where I marked the sleeve length. Whatever figure it gives me, I'm going to be placing that figure on this sleeve opening line. Now when I place the mark, I'll come in from that mark by 1 inch. Then I'll connect it back to the sleeve length mark. Starting from the border line, I'm going to measure and mark the hip line, the length of the dress, that is how long you want the dress to be, and also the hem allowance. I'm going to do that and connect all the marks using my straight ruler. The next step is to determine how wide I want this bubu to be. This depends on how your client wants it to be. So I'll be making use of the biggest part of my client's measurement, which is her hip circumference. So on the sleeve opening mark, I'm going to be marking the hip circumference divided by 4 plus extra 4 inches for ease plus another 1 inch for the size seam allowance. Now I'll be marking this same figure on the hip line, okay? After marking it on the hip line, I'll also come down to the hem of the dress and mark the same figure, after which I'll get my straight ruler and connect all the marks together. I'll come over to this armhole part of the dress and give it a very nice curve. After that, I'll proceed to add 0.5 inch to the sleeve opening and to the shoulder slope. Then I'll use my straight ruler to connect all the marks. The next step is the cutting process, and I'll be cutting out the back neckline first. Then I'll cut through the shoulder, the sleeve, the side, and down to the hem, after which I'll separate the front from the back bodice before cutting out the front neckline. I'll then separate the back bodice, I'll push it aside and then cut out the front neckline. I've cut out a piece of the sequin fabric I'll be using for the design in front of the bubu, and the measurement I have here is 26 inches by 17 inches. Okay, and I've also gone ahead to iron my interfacing at the wrong side of the sequin fabric. I've placed the sequin fabric on fold. I'll then come in with the front bodice. I'll place it on top of the sequin this way, and I'll make sure that the folded part of the front bodice, which is the center front, I'll make sure it aligns with the folded part of the sequin. Okay, I'll also ensure that I have a little space around the shoulder area. After doing that, I use my pins to hold it down. Then I'll come in with my scissors. I'll follow the shape of the neckline and the shoulder area and cut it out. So I'll come over to the shoulder area, starting from the neck width. I'm going to measure and mark 4.5 inches. This depends on what you want around there. Okay, how wide you want the sequin to be around the neck area. Then for the length of the sequin fabric, this totally depends on what you want. You can make it as long as possible. It's totally your choice. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I will be making use of 22 inches. Okay, so I'll proceed to mark 22 inches starting from the shoulder. I'll mark 22 inches and then connect all the marks together. Now on this line, I'm going to come in starting from the folded parts of the fabric. I'm going to measure and mark 5.5 inches. Okay, I'll place a mark there. Then I'll be connecting this 5.5 inches to the mark I have on the shoulder line. The next step is to cut it out following the lines. So this is what it should look like after cutting it out. The next step is to take it to my ironing table and fold in 0.5 inch on all the corners of this piece of fabric. So I'll be making use of a facing to finish up the back neckline. So I cut out this piece of fabric for that purpose, and this is 9 inches on fold by 12 inches. So I'll come in with the back bodice and I'll be placing it on top of this piece of fabric. Okay, and I'll make sure that I align the folded parts of the back bodice, which is the center back. I'll make sure it aligns well with the folded part of the piece of fabric for the facing, leaving a little space around the shoulder area. Okay, I'll follow the shape of the back bodice to trim off the neck line and the shoulder area. I'll be fixing a button to the center back of this dress. Therefore, the center back is going to have a slit. Now you determine how long you want the slit to be. I'll be marking 4 inches for the slit. Then below the 4 inches, I'll mark another 3 inches. Okay, there should be some space below the slit area. Now after that, I'll come over to the shoulder area. Starting from the neckline, I'll be marking 4.5 inches. Then I'll connect the marks together. I'll just use my hand to curve it to the mark at the shoulder. I'll follow the shape of the line and cut it out. Here is the front bodice, the front parts of the bubu dress. So I'll come in with the sequin fabric. That's the one we are using for the design in front. This will serve as both the design in front and as the facing for the front neckline. We're going to use it to turn the front neckline. So I'll be placing the right side of the sequin fabric on top of the wrong side of this Mikado fabric. Okay, the right side of the design is touching the wrong side of the fabric, and I'll make sure I align it properly around the neck area. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'll be sewing the neckline using 0.5 inch. Okay, after sewing the neckline, I then flipped the design to come to the right side of the fabric. That is why I started sewing from the wrong side of the fabric. Remember to take your time to fold in 0.5 inch on all the corners of this design, and I did that before sewing the neckline. Okay, so now the next thing is to take this to my sewing machine and top stitch on top of it. But before I top stitch on top of it, I'll be making use of my hemming gum to gum it down first. I'll come in with my hemming gum and I'll put it under the design. Then I'll use my iron to press it carefully. After ironing it, I'm holding it down with the hemming gum. I'll then take it to my sewing machine and top stitch it round it. I'll be working on the back neckline, and here is the back body, the back part of this Bubu dress. Okay, I'll come in with the facing that I cut out for turning the back neckline. I'll place it on top of the back bodice, right side facing each other. The right side of the facing is touching the right side of the back bodice. Remember, this facing, there will be a slit at this part, so I marked 0.25 inch on both sides of the center of the facing. That is the center back. Okay, and the length of that place will be around 4 to 4.5 inches. That is where I'm going to be sewing. I'll be sewing on top of the 0.25 inch mark. Now I'm going to arrange this properly. You can use your pins to hold it down. Okay, after arranging it well, I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'll be sewing the neckline first. Please take note of that. After sewing the neckline first, I'll then come in with this piece of fabric I made for the button loop. Okay, this is just a stripe of the Mikado fabric. Is about 3.5 inches. I made it for the button loop. There will be a button at the back like I mentioned earlier. So this button loop will be placed right at that point where the slit is. Okay, I'll come down from the neckline by 0.5 inch. Okay, by 0.5 inch, and I'll be placing it at that point very close to the center line, so that when I'm sewing it, I'll also sew on the button loop at once. With this method, the button loop will appear very neat at the right side of the dress by the time I am done sewing. Okay, so after sewing the neckline, you cover your facing back this way. Then you now sew on the 0.25 inch line. I hope you understand what I am explaining. Okay, you sew the neckline first before you sew round the place we marked for the slit opening, after which you notch it and turn it to the right side. So I've gone ahead to do that. I've stitched the neckline first, then I've also stitched around the place I marked for the slip opening. The next thing I'm going to do is to pick up my scissors, and I'll be slitting through. I'll slash through that point, the center back. I'll carefully do this and get to the point where I stopped sewing. Then I will notch around that corner because it's a little bit curvy. I'll just notch it around so that it will appear straight and fine at the right side. After that, I will turn the facing over to the right side of the fabric and give it a very nice press. After top stitching the design, this is what it should look like. See how beautiful it looks. This is the wrong side and this side is the right side. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to come in with the back bodice and place it on top of it, right side facing each other. Okay, the right side of the back facing the right side of the front. So The next thing I'm going to do now is to go and join the shoulder, and for me to neatly do that, I'm going to be aligning the front and the back bodies at the shoulder area. Then I'll pick up the back facing, the one I'm touching now. I'll use it to cover up both the front and the back this way. I hope you understand. So this is the front and the back, right side facing each other this way. I will now flip this back facing. Just watch what I am doing. I want you to understand this part very well. I'm going to flip this back facing this way. I'll bring it forward and I'll use it to cover this part. Then I'll use my pin to hold it down till I get to the sleeve length. I hope you understand. So I'll start sewing from that top this way, also 0.5 inch till I get to this part. I will repeat the same process on this other part of the shoulder. After that, I'll come back and show you the next step. After stitching the shoulder, I went ahead to overlock the rough edges as well. So by the time I turn it over this way, you're going to see the neat finishing around the shoulder, especially around the neck area. See how neatly finished it looks. This is exactly what I was trying to achieve. Okay, you can as well join the shoulder the normal way, but I prefer to do this especially when I'm working with facing. The next step is to open up the fabric this way to measure the sleeve opening. Whatever figure you get, you're going to use it to cut out the band for the sleeve. I've gone ahead to cut out the band, and here I have two pieces, one for the other sleeve and one for this part of the sleeve opening. I also went ahead to iron my interfacing on each of the band, and the measurement is around 2.5 inches on fold, and the length should be enough to cover up for the sleeve opening. I'll place the band on the sleeve opening right side facing each other. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to be joining the two together using 0.5 inch, and I'll repeat the same process on the other side of the sleeve opening. Why the right side of the front bodice is facing the right side of the back bodice, I'm going to be joining the sides. Okay, so I'll start sewing from the sleeve. I'll sew 1 inch down to the hem, okay, to close up the sides, and I'll repeat the same thing on the other side of the dress, after which I'll proceed to hem the down parts. I'll finish up the hem, okay, using the same allowance given for hemming, right? So this is the outcome, and see how beautiful it came out. Our luxury bubu is ready. Please, if you found this video helpful, do well to like this video, drop a nice comment below, subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do that, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and your loved ones. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking with me. See you in my next video. Bye.